waste of money. Boris under fire over plans for £15 billion bridge linking Scotland to Ireland. The Foreign Secretary has urged the government to seriously consider the proposed bridge across the Irish Sea. The bridge would run 25 miles from Portpatrick in Wigtownshire to either Larne or Bangor in Northern Ireland. But in response to his support of the plans, the trade body for the UK's shipping industry warned any new link was unnecessary. Jonathan Roberts from the UK Chamber of Shipping said, "There are already a range of ferry operators taking tourists and trade between Northern Ireland and Scotland. Spending £15 billion of taxpayers' money on a bridge simply to replicate what those ferries already do is unnecessary. If government is serious about improving trade and tourism links, then we fully support that ambition, and if they are willing to spend £15 billion on achieving that aim, then they can start with undertaking a huge investment program to improve road and rail links to our ports across the UK." Mr. Roberts said existing road and rail connections to British ports are long overdue for improvement and their modernization is vital for future trade. He added, "With Brexit looming, we must urgently improve the infrastructure we already have to ensure trade can move quickly and efficiently." The prospect of a bridge between the west coast of Scotland and Northern Ireland was first mooted in January and has the support of Theresa May's allies in the Democratic Unionist Party, DUP. And it today emerged the scheme has won the backing of Boris Johnson. A source close to the Foreign Secretary told The Telegraph, "Boris thinks this is an interesting idea which should be looked at more seriously, as politicians in both Scotland and Ireland have already said. It's the kind of ambitious project we need to make a success of global Britain." The Foreign Secretary also showed his support for the project on social media by retweeting an article by former Telegraph journalist George Trefgarne, who made the case for building the bridge. Mr. Trefgarne argued the proposed link would kickstart economic growth, enthuse the DUP, support the union, bring the country together and create a stability to Brexit which not even the EU could knock off balance. He said even with its £15 billion price tag, the mooted Scotland, Northern Ireland bridge would cost just a tenth of a similar link proposed across the English Channel, a project also backed by Boris Johnson. Mr. Trefgarne said, "Perhaps the biggest obstacle though is psychological. Too many people, especially in Westminster and the media, have been reduced to jelly by the prospect of Brexit. Ironically, a big bold project like this would be the perfect cure. It is a cause the government in London should take up."